Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance, and today I've got a small tool haul, but I got a really big announcement, especially for those of you that are subscribers. I want to share this with you, but also I want to start out by thanking those of you who are subscribers. We're nearing 2,000 and we're at 1,900 and some change. You guys have been so supportive. I can't believe that, I was surprised whenever I got to 100, little on 2,000, that people would even want to listen to me talk. But I love tools, love sharing them with you guys. I hope we can continue to make this thing grow, but even more so, I love the comments. Every single video, you guys always go all out on that. The last video I asked for some suggestions for the TP3B that I got, and I mean, just over and over, lots of things for me to look into and dig into looking at some tools. I really appreciate those comments. And again, we'll get into the tool haul, and I will put chapters down below. So if you want to skip the announcement, you can go ahead and go to that if you don't care about any of that. But as far as for the announcement goes, for the last couple years, year and a half or so, I've just had an itch to go out on my own 100%. I've never been 100% self-employed. I've always worked for a place, and then I also did side stuff. And, I've been able to do a lot of things in that way, learn a lot of skills, do a lot of different things. And the place that I work at, I've worked there for 16 years, and it's been a phenomenal place to work at. There's nothing wrong with it. They've not done anything to me. They typically don't have me do things, that I just, I don't want to do that, type thing that would make you say I can't do this anymore. But I've just always had kind of an inkling to go into 100% service type work for the most part, because that's the kind of work that I like. And then as I'm getting older, that's the kind of work I want to move into. So I just decided last week that I'm going to go 100% self-employed. Morgan's Maintenance is going to be a company but it's just going to be me. And I'm going to start out just going out on my own, doing jobs, service work, but I will also still do some commercial construction build outs with two other friends who are also self-employed with their own companies. So we'll kind of, if we have big jobs, we'll go in together and tackle those. That way I can use that as, the in-between my service calls until I get my customer base built up. But that's the reason why I've got a small tool haul this week, and it's the reason why I actually haven't posted really a lot of videos over the last couple of weeks, because I've been really busy transitioning from my office and all my stuff that I kept at that place, moving that into my garage, trying to organize things. It's been a complete, utter chaos around here. It took me a long time just to get this cleared off enough to be able to make this video. But I've also been going out and getting my, checking account, my LLC, my general liability, my, workers' comp stuff, all that stuff squared away, working on those things. So I'm still working at the place where I'm working. So been really busy. Was able to pick up some tools though, and we're going to look at those today. But I just want you guys to wish me well on this, and we'll see how this goes. It may be that I've got more service call videos or more videos coming out because I'm 100% in control of my time. So I might be able to do more things, but it may be less here in the beginning because I may be so busy, trying to straighten things out. But hope you guys stick with me. Wish me well. But let's get into talking about some tools. So one of the first things that I bought I think I bought this a week ago. I saw this on Facebook Marketplace, but it was over 2 hours away from me, and I haven't seen this, and maybe you guys it was like a promotional item, I guess, at some point in time from Klein Tools. But after I saw it on Facebook, I'm like, I'm not driving 2 hours to pick up this thing. But once I knew it existed, I just started searching around. I found 2 or 3 of them on eBay, and this one was the best looking one. It had one little dent, but I was able to get that out of it. But this is like a thermos. I think it says it's a 24-ounce thermos by Klein Tools. And I mean, that thing looks awesome. It looks just like a screwdriver handle. It has a cup on here, and then it also would hold drinks and keep them cold and keep them hot there. You can press that in and pour it out into this cup if you want to. I'm probably actually not going to use it. I just thought it was awesome. I think I picked it up for like $40-something on eBay. That's a nice little decoration for your desk or whatever it might be. I mean, the reviews on it are actually pretty good. Let me know if y'all have those. I don't know when they came out. Again, it was probably a promotion. So those of you who are electricians that go to supply houses, they probably had something where if you bought so much in Klein Tools, you got to get you one of these. How many of you got one of these sitting around in your basement or in your garage or something like that in storage? Well, I just paid 40 bucks for one, so if you don't want it, put it on eBay. Somebody might buy it from you. You can make some money. So that's one of the first things I bought. Again, it's huge as far as compared that to my, standard little coffee mug. So that's why I might not use it, but who knows? I'm going to be working out of my truck a lot more. It may be that I fill this thing up with coffee every day and take it on the jobs with me. It may be a blessing. We'll see. One of the next things that I didn't buy, but I just wanted to share because Nosnim, I don't know how you pronounce your name, buddy, but also JKH comments a lot on this channel. They suggested a small pry bar, and then JKH suggested a 5.5-inch Dasco. Well, I found this one as I was going through all my tools, and this is a CD LaRue. I think it's a 3040. It's really hard to read the stamps on it, but it's 5.5 inches. Looks just like that little Dasco pry bar that JK8's recommended. So I picked that. Once I found it, I thought, well, good, I don't even have to buy one of those now. So I'm probably going to keep that as the suggestion, put that in the TP3B. Another thing that I purchased was the OLIGHT i5T. A lot of you guys were suggesting the OLIGHT whenever I talked about I like this Milwaukee pen light because it's decent. Takes regular batteries. I can put it in my mouth if I need to. And then somebody commented and said they've lost a tooth that way. I can't remember who that was off the top of my head. But a lot of you suggested this little OLIGHT, and it's 300 lumens. And like you click on it one time and it's that, and you click on it that second time and it gets pretty bright. And it's always hard to, picture this on the on camera, without it just being 100% dark. But it is significantly brighter than that Milwaukee, which I think the Milwaukee says it's 100 lumens. It might be, I don't know, this looks a little less than that 100 lumen Milwaukee on low, but whenever you put it on high, it's quite a bit brighter, and it's got a little bit more flood to it. And this one takes regular batteries. They do sell a rechargeable version of it, I think, as well. But here's the key feature on this one that I really liked and made me go with this, because I had some mentions of stream lights and different things like that. But it has this kind of double clip. So one of them, you can clip it onto your hat and use that kind of like a, why am I having a hard time thinking of it, like a headlamp. And I'm not a big fan of headlamps a lot of times because I always like to wear my hat and they don't fit over a hat well. I'm a big hat person. I always have worn one. And that fits on there really nice, stays on there pretty secure. So now it's kind of like having a headlamp that you can put on there when you need to, but you can also hold it in your hand. And then the other way that this works, you can just put that and slap that in your pocket or in your jeans or in your shirt, and it was hold in there like that as well. I'm pretty impressed with this. And another reason why I went like this is that OLIGHT actually contacted me about possibly getting some of their tools in or different things and testing those out. So that might be something that you see coming in the future. I wasn't able to get on board with this one due to something that happened to where the time frame just wasn't going to work out for me, but that might be something in the future. You might see some other OLIGHT products coming your way, but I thought that this one was a good one. I don't know that I'm going to put it in my TP3B or if I'm just going to keep this as kind of an everyday carry flashlight on me with that little, I can put that in my pocket, on my shirt pocket, and then that way I can move it back and forth to my hat. But thank you to, I think it was Will Hamilton and also Slade Bergen that suggested different OLIGHT lights. I don't know if it was this specific one, but it put me on the path of getting this one, so I really appreciate that. Another thing I picked up was really kind of a deal on this one. I was in Home Depot and picked up these Milwaukee step bits, and I don't know that I've ever used Milwaukee step bits. I think I've always had some Klein ones. I think I might even have a Bosch one in my truck. But I was going through the store, and I think these are regularly priced $78 or something like that. It's the 48899259. It's an 8-piece set. This one goes up to, I think it's 7/8. See if I can get it zoomed in on there to where you can read it. But it's a number 1 and a number 4. I don't think I can get it zoomed in well, but I found these. They were sitting there and on sale for $33.96. I don't have a clue why. They're not that price online. They're not that price at other stores or anything like that. Beats me. I never understand sometimes Home Depot puts certain things on clearance at certain stores. Maybe somebody out there, you work at Home Depot and you know why. But I wasn't going to pass it up. I mean, I'll use them eventually. And these actually have the 1/4 inch, which is what I like, because my other step bit that I have to put it in a drill and a chuck. So now I can put this in my impact if that's what I've got on me. So I kind of like that as well. So I think that's going to be a good set to keep in my truck. That way, whenever I run into something where maybe it's a weird drill bit size, you know, those step bits always work out good, that you can have one drill bit, drill a bunch of different holes. So I think that that's going to work out pretty nice. Next thing I got was a 6-inch adjustable wrench. This one's a Channellock version. I think it was Joseph Alexander and also PTS Touring. I think Joseph said get a 10-inch, and then PTS Touring said get you a 6-inch and pair it with that pliers wrench, which is exactly what I do in my LC. I have a 6-inch Milwaukee that I pair with my pliers wrench so that if I need to hold back on something or something like that, I think that is a good idea on that. But I went ahead and went with this one, and because it's different than any of the other ones that I have, because I have a Milwaukee 10-inch, that one's the 6-inch, and I really like these adjustable wrenches. If you don't have if you've been looking for a good one, I mean, these are, if you set these on something, now sometimes it's handy and sometimes it's not, I guess, but man, these don't move. Like, you don't have to sit there and adjust your thumb back and forth on these. So I have the 10, and then I also have this 8 that is a wide opening jaw, and it actually opens wider than the 10 does by itself. So it actually, you can get on bigger things, and it's a smaller handle as far as fitting in tool bags. I think, to me, that this is the optimum adjustable wrench to have in your tool bag, because it allows you to have that smaller handle to fit in tight spots, but it's a big enough handle to get good leverage, and it opens so wide. I think that that's pretty nice. So, I mean, this is a really good size wrench here. And again, I've already had these, and these are work well, but I picked up this Channellock, which is the 6S WCB, and it also is the wide as, so it opens, I think it says up to 1.75 inches or 1.34 inches, whatever that equals out to. I'm not that good at math to do decimals that fast, but it gets extremely wide for a little 6-inch. You know, if I compare that to my Milwaukee 6-inch, I get quite a bit more room and adjustment on this one. It's very comparable actually to the Milwaukee 10-inch as far as how wide it opens. So small handle, 6-inch handle, so it's going to fit in a small bag like that really well. And another reason why I got this one, and they sell it without this, you can get the standard thickness, but this one actually has the really thin, it's 40% thinner on as far as for the head on it. So that'll let you get into some tight spots. And since I'm going to probably be using this a lot of times to hold back on, sometimes to be able to get that on something and then take your pliers wrench and get on it, I think that's going to work even better for that. I'm not sure if this one's going to go in my TP3B, or this one may end up moving over into my LC because of the size of it, and I get that little extra feature on it, and then also I can use that with my pliers wrench. So this one may end up making it into my LC, and then the 6-inch from my LC might go into my TP3B, but we'll see how that works out. Again, I'm not going to be using that now as I intended to, because I'm no longer going to be working within that office, although I probably still will be doing a lot of work out there, and I'm looking forward to doing that. And then the last thing that I picked up this week was another Fire Force bag, similar to that I added on to my TP4B. I have a video for how to add a pouch onto your TP4B using this. This is a 5x7. I found this one online as a 4x6. And I think it's going to work well for that TP3B as far as for adding me a little pouch on the back so that I can put my meter leads and things like that in there. It's going to work just the same. You know, I'm just going to put it on with 2 zip ties. But the fact that it has these 2 ears, you can't find that on very many pouches. They usually only have it on one. That's what allows this one to work in the way that it does. So you can get this, put that on. Same way as I did with the TP4B. And slowly scoot that up until you get it even on both sides. And then we'll take a pair of cutters and cut those off. Had a lot of suggestions for diagonals on there too. But again, as I've been cleaning out my office and my garage, I've been finding all kinds of tools. I remembered I had these Klein Legacies. Just picked these up not too long ago. Let's see if I can get that part number on there, but it's D228-8RWB. So I decided I'm going to put these in that bag and kind of get these broke in. They're still a little stiff, but I really like my Knipex. But I'm going to go ahead and leave these in this bag for now. And again, I've got to figure out exactly what my real purpose for this bag is going to be now. I might even turn it into a network bag or something like that. But again, I'll be able to keep my leads in here now. But unfortunately, with the 4x6, I can keep my fluke leads in the 5x7, but my fluke leads are quite a bit longer than most leads because it's got this twist, end on it. But the Kaiweets leads that come with the little tester that I'm probably going to keep in that bag, that ST100, these actually fit in there fairly well, so I'll be able to keep these in there. So again, just adding a little pouch on the back of your TP3B if you don't have one, just to be able to store something like that. I think that's really nice. It's a nice clean look. Looks good on the back, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. Doesn't void any kind of warranty if your TP3B is newer, so you don't have to do any kind of modifications if you don't want to. So, but that's it, guys. That's my tool haul. Again, it's a smaller tool haul this week, smaller amount of videos this week, so I apologize for that. Hopefully I'll be able to get all this stuff kind of taken care of and get back to working, doing a lot of different service work, maybe making some more videos, and really buying some more tools. That's what I've been missing more than anything. You guys know how much I love my tools. Money can't buy happiness, but it can buy tools, which is pretty much the same thing. Hope all is well with each and every one of you. I got something big, I think, maybe coming tomorrow that we're going to hopefully be able to make a video here coming pretty soon too. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But I hope all is well with you. Stay safe. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you guys on the next video.